Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back with another banging video. So if you're new or returning and you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe, turn on your notification bell and join the family. While you're at it, thumbs up this video in advance because you will be glad you did. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z. They are officially moving to England, honey. No, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they aren't the only one leaving the United States because I can tell you that there's so many celebrities and just regular citizens leaving the United States. And as you guys can imagine, if you really look at the state of the country, many people believe that it is good, everything is happening exactly the way they want it to, while there's another half who are not happy about the current affairs of their country. And as such, they're basically taking proactive measures because they are saying that, based on what they're seeing now, it can potentially get worse and they don't want to end up in a bad place. So what many American citizens are doing at this point, they're taking whatever little coins they have and they're looking at places where they can get a nice rate on houses because, for example, the Caribbean, you know that the currency rate, it's different, so you have a lot of Americans moving to the Caribbean. I can tell you that I've seen so many in Barbados, so many of them in St. Lucia, and there are so many foreigners in Jamaica. And I'm not just talking American, like a lot of people from Russia are moving to Jamaica. I'm wondering what the heck is going on. I'm accustomed to the Germans moving here a lot because there's even a German town. But when you look at the amount of people that are moving here and buying up all the real estates, when I tell you it's a lot, it's a lot. And what it does, it puts strains on the locals because these sectors are basically increasing the cost of everything to facilitate the foreigners that are moving here while the locals get left behind. But the government is doing some work in order to correct that as much as they can and to control price gouging. Anywho, let's get into Jay-Z and Beyonce because it is said that the couple, they're in the final stages of purchasing a large countryside estate in Scotswold, England. Now, this area is prominent by celebrities worldwide. This area, it's like a little countryside, but you have a mix balance of in terms of entertainment, medical facilities, good school. That really good countryside that has everything. That's where they're moving to. And it is known to be the area of the rich and famous. When you're talking about ellendegeneres, Portia de Rossi, David and Victoria Beckham, that's the location that they're moving to. So they are moving to get themselves situated around familiar people, familiar places, and familiar faces. That is, familiar people, familiar faces. Now, the move is not a speculation, right? It's definitely not a speculation. It is said that one of the main reasons why they're moving is because of the consistent wildfires in California. And when there's a outbreak of fire, it's kind of hectic for them. It gets really hectic in terms of them having to pack up from one home, move to the next, securing certain relevant items and all of that jazz. Now it is said that the property is a 58-acre estate in Scotswold. It's a scenic area that is known for attracting celebrities. Now, it is said that Beyonce has also been a lover of the UK, and she has a very strong supportive fan base there. So she believes that it is the ideal spot for her and her family to have a second home. It is said that they're not gonna permanently take up residence there. They're gonna be living between there and LA. Now, you guys know also that they definitely have a history of spending time in London. And we know at one point they were in, where was it? Was it Tokyo, Japan last year? And we were speculating that they have moved there, but then they returned to the US and we learned that they were only vacationing there. But I also believe that they were looking at options, but I think the UK speaks more to them. It is also said that they have recently purchased or rented properties in the UK. Now, a couple years ago, I know that I came across some article of the sort that suggested that jayz had bought some kind of building there, like it was an apartment building or something to that effect, that he renovated and turned it into that. It was like a beautiful mini mansion. Now, it is said that they reportedly considered a home in Scots Wolds a decade ago before acquiring a property in London's Mayfair neighborhood. So they definitely have a property out there already, but it is in Mayfair neighborhood, but they want to have some kind of permanent residence in Scots Wolds. I've seen some photographs. I'm going to include some photographs for you guys because it really seems to be a nice area, an area where someone will want to raise their kids. The kids will have a backyard or outdoor activities and all of that. And you guys know that, you know, paparazzis do exist in England and they can have a very forceful nature. But I think that with jayz and Beyonce, they will receive the warmly welcome. I definitely see England receiving them. And it's really good, you know, it's really good over there. The school system and all of that jazz. I think it's really good. So I think they're really moving to a good place and they have their money to do so. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. And I believe that we've heard the prediction that jayz and Beyonce would be moving overseas. So I guess it is coming to pass. But let me know what's your take, guys. Leave your comments below. While you're at it, do all you need to on this video to support your girl. Peace.